geometry. There is really only one lesson that we need to do before the third level angle test. So we're going to do that today, and then we're going to be moving on to some new stuff. Like previous unit, we're still just looking at angles. If I say, for example, that this is going to be 140, and I ask you to find this, you're going to know that, okay, these two angles added together are going to give me 180. So 140 plus x equals 180. Then you subtract 140 and you get to x equals 40. That's what we have been doing. Okay? Today we're doing something that's a little bit different. The trick today is not being able to solve for angles. The trick now is being able to solve for x. It's using everything that you've been doing, but now it's throwing a little bit of algebra in there at the same time. Okay? For example, let's say this is 4x and this is 2x. Now suddenly this problem looks really different. What are we going to do with all these variables? Okay? Exactly the same thing that you were doing before. I know this angle plus this angle is going to equal 180. It's a linear angle. It gives me this straight line when I add them together. So let's add them together and set them equal to 180. 4x plus 2x equals 180. 4x plus 2x is 6x. Divide both sides by 6. And x is going to equal 30. Okay? So we're not looking for angle measurements anymore. We're looking for the x values. Okay, so you have to be able to solve for x. You are also going to find let's make this a little bit more challenging. Okay, we've got these two angles. If I say that this is 3x plus 17, and let's make this angle over here like let's make this like a 46. Okay, let's stare at those two angles. Okay, what do I know about? Well, I know they're vertical angles. And vertical angles are always going to be congruent. Those little arcs in there. Okay? Remember, that's what an arc means. Everything with one arc is congruent to everything else with one arc. Okay? So I know they're equal to each other. Well, if they're equal to each other, I'll just set them equal to each other. So 3x plus 17 equals 46. We need to get this x by itself, so we'll subtract 17. We look at 29 equals 3x. We'll divide both sides by 3. And x will equal, I'm just going to set this at, I made a bad problem. Sorry. X will equal 29 thirds. Or 9 and 2 thirds. So 9.6 repeating. Okay. I'll make sure that everything works out. If you get a decimal today on the homework, you probably did something wrong. Because I'm not even going to put decimals in this one. Okay? So we are looking at stuff like that. Let me give you just one more problem, and then I will set you loose to work on the homework. Let's do a parallel line. All right, so we've got this two parallel lines. So actually mark this parallel. So two parallel lines and a transversal. If I say, let's do like a 3x plus 6 right here, and let's do, let's let this be 66 down here. Okay? math stuff. I gotta stare at these parallel lines for a minute. Okay, so these are alternate exterior angles. We're on the other side and outside. Okay, other side of the transversal and outside. So alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are always congruent. Congruent means they're the same measurement, so I can set these equal to each other. 3x plus 6 equals 66. Solve for x. X will equal 20. Okay? Something that might help you today is to remember that equals just means the same as. Okay? So if two angles are the same, then you can set them equal to each other. Some angles will be supplementary, meaning that you need to add them together. So if I add like the 3x plus 2x equals 180, or that previous example. So look at what you know. Do I need to add these together to set them equal to something? Can I set them equal to each other? Look at what you know, and based on that information, you're going to have to start figuring out the algebra from there. Okay? So if that's what you're looking at, there will be a handful of problems posted in just a minute. And if you have any questions, jump into either my meet or ask them in class.